A powerful emperor who had conquered lands and built great cities believed he had everything a man could desire. But when he met a simple fisherman by the river, he was forced to question everything he thought he knew about success and happiness. Many years ago, in the great empire of Zhao, there lived a powerful and wise ruler, Emperor Zhao Long. He was known for his hunger for success. He built great cities, won many wars, and made his empire the richest in all of China. But even with all his victories, the emperor often felt empty. One evening, as he stood on the balcony of his grand palace, he let out a sigh. His royal advisor, noticing his troubled expression, stepped forward. "Your Majesty, you have everything: power, wealth, and respect. Why do you look so sad?" The emperor sighed. "Every time I reach one goal, another appears. I conquer lands, yet there are always more lands to take. I collect gold, yet it never feels enough. Tell me, when will I finally feel at peace?" The advisor hesitated, carefully choosing his words. "Your Majesty, have you ever wondered if peace lies beyond the palace walls? Perhaps it is not hidden in gold or power, but in a place you have never thought to look. If you truly seek an answer, you must leave the palace and seek wisdom beyond these walls." Intrigued, the emperor decided to leave his palace and explore the countryside in disguise. Dressed as a simple merchant, he rode with only a few guards to a quiet fishing village by the Yangtze River. As the emperor walked through the village, he saw a small, old fisherman sitting by the river, pulling in his nets. The fisherman had a kind smile and hummed a soft tune as he worked. His clothes were simple and his boat was old, yet he looked completely happy. Curious, the emperor approached. "Old man, how long have you been fishing here?" the emperor asked. The fisherman looked up and smiled. "Oh, many years, young man. Since I was a boy, this river has been my home." "And how much fish do you catch in a day?" "Just enough for my family and a little extra to share with my neighbors." The emperor frowned. "But if you caught more fish, you could sell them in the town market and earn more money." The fisherman laughed softly. "And why would I do that?" "With more money, you could buy a bigger boat and hire men to help you fish." "And then?" "Then you could trade fish in the big cities and make a fortune." "And then?" "Then you could become very rich, retire early, and finally enjoy your life in peace." The fisherman looked at the emperor for a long moment. Then he chuckled and pointed at the river. "But, young man, I already enjoy peace. Every morning I wake up with the sun, feel the cool breeze, and listen to the water. I fish just enough to eat, spend time with my family, and watch the stars at night. What more do I need?" The emperor stood frozen. His heart felt strange, like something heavy had been lifted. This old man, with no palace, no wealth, no armies, had already achieved what he had been chasing his whole life. That night, the emperor could not sleep. He sat by the river, watching the moon's reflection on the water. For years, he had believed happiness came from conquering more, peace came from controlling more, and success came from owning more. But this simple fisherman had none of those things, yet he was happier than the emperor himself. The next morning, Emperor Zhao Long returned to the palace, but he was a changed man. He canceled the next war. He lowered the taxes on the poor. And he made a new law. All officials must spend one day each month in silence by the river to learn the wisdom of stillness. From that day on, the empire of Zhao became known not only for its riches, but also for its peace. And as for the fisherman, he continued to fish, just as he always had, smiling at the sunrise, at peace with the simple life he had chosen. The emperor finally understood what the fisherman had meant. Wealth was not in gold, nor was success in conquering more. It was in the simple joys of life, in quiet mornings, in laughter with loved ones, and in feeling at peace. Many people search far for happiness, thinking it is in the future. But real happiness is already around us, waiting to be seen and appreciated. If this story inspired you, subscribe for more timeless wisdom. Let's walk the path of inner peace and success together.